the video starts, I just want to make this clear. This is my video, my thoughts. Everything in this video is going to be from my mind, and it's going to be my opinion. If you got a problem with it, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Follow the Twitch if you want to get my more unfiltered opinion. All right. I don't really know how I'm going to start off this video, but hey, I'm going to try my best. So, Gilmore Girls, right? What is Gilmore Girls? Gilmore Girls is a show that gives us a glimpse, just a tiny glimpse, into what it would be like to be a single, semi-wealthy, single mother. The mother-daughter combo, Lorelai and Rory Gilmore. In this video, I'm basically just gonna give you a reaction to the characters and some things that I noticed. This is just gonna be season 1 and season 2. I've just started a little bit of season 3, but that's it. No spoilers in the comments. I actually don't know much about the show at all. Like before watching the first season, I literally knew nothing about it. I don't know if you can tell or not, right? But it's fall right now. And in my opinion, there's probably only one show, maybe two, that I could say are romanticized in fall more than Gilmore Girls, and that's probably Harry Potter or Sex and the City. Like, I've seen so many stills of Gilmore Girls before I even watched anything from the show, just off of aesthetic purposes, right? But yeah, I seen a lot of the stills. I was like, yo, this show looks cool. I don't know if I'll ever commit to a show like that, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if that's just me, but when I look on Google, when I search up a show on Google and it says anything above 7 seasons, I raise the meanest eyebrow. Yeah, I'm just making this video. Hopefully I'll try to do one every season so you can see my progression to the show. So right now I just finished season 1, ended on something crazy. To paraphrase, Lorelai basically gets in a relationship with one of Rory's teachers, and you know, throughout the season they start to get kind of serious, so he like pops a question, and he does it in this like kind of grandiose by ordering 1,000 of her favorite flowers. You think she says yes though?
Not around here, partner.
I'm not gonna lie, it was whimsical, was a little magical. You know, I'm not going front. They did that, you know, they ate that little one thing. Season 1, oof. Now again, this is a lot of where they set up the characters. Season 1 is where they show you who they are. They show you their pros and their cons. I get that, right? But I'm not gonna lie, for what I'm seeing, season 2 is about to be a doozy. Now, if I were to explain season 1 to you guys, it would probably be along the lines of something like Rory and Lorelai, right? Mother-daughter combo. Interesting relationship, we'll talk about that later. We have this mother-daughter relationship, right? The whole of season 1 basically goes through their life in Stars Hollow. I'm pretty sure the town is named. Yeah, Stars Hollow. And like, it starts showing you all the characters throughout the town, right? You got the cranky business owner. You got the freaked out dance teacher over here. And then you have, you know, obviously the school, because there's a school in the town or whatever. Then you have all the kids that reside in that school, and then you have the parents, right? And throughout season 1, in the beginning, they kind of show you that Lorelai isn't like a normal kid. She's not really normal. She's high processing. You know what I mean? She thinks 1,000 thoughts. You know, they kind of noticed this a little early. So she's already like above the rest in terms of like smarts. They've always had big ambitions for Rory. So instead of sending her staying in this school system that is decent, but she could get something a little better, they send her to one of the most prestigious schools called the Sheraton. And it's just you could tell hella nepo babies, hella rich kids. Not, obviously there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, you could see all the archetypes of kids already. You could look at them and just be like, oh yeah, okay, fair. Like, you can tell all these kids were sheltered, super sheltered. They only know study, sleep, get back and do it again the next morning. You can tell that's what they're breeding all these kids to be, like lawyers, accountants, all that. At this point in the story, right, Rory is around like 15, 16, I'm pretty sure, 16, right? So you know what happens at 16, right? They start chatting to the opposite gender, and you know, like Rory starts festering a little relationship with this guy named Dean. We'll get to him later. Because Dean, he wasn't the worst type of guy, but you can tell he definitely had a lot of flaws. She and Dean, it's so funny to watch the show, because it's like funny because they do depict childhood relationships rather funny to me. And it's like, it's not completely all the way off, but you can tell they're being hyperbolic. Like, for instance, when Rory, like, anytime she feels a little bit of feelings towards him, she'll like run away. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I thought that was really funny that they put that in. His archetype is kind of like middle of the road type of guy. Like, it's weird because they don't give him a lot of hobbies, obviously, but you can tell his archetype is like kind of like maybe the guy who's kind of quiet in school. He's middle of the road though. He's not popular, but he's not the most popular guy. But yeah, Rory is feeling him, and she is feeling him heavy, right? And throughout the entire season, the relationship has its ups and downs. At some point, you're just like, bro, how does this guy do it? You must really, really mess with this girl on a deep level. Because I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff she puts him through, it's just like, damn. And you're 16. Granted, they are in a super small town, so it's like their options are limited, but yeah, at 16, no way. But yeah, it's so interesting because at the same time, while she's having these feelings for Dean, it's like, they remember how I said that they sent her to that new school that rich school, right? They got their own little bad boy of their own in their like Sheraton rich nepo baby circles. They got their own little dean, right? I forgot his name, but Chad Michael Murray plays him, right? And he plays like this like bad boy, like every girl in the school just but yeah, you know what I mean, like every girl wants him, he knows that.
And honestly, this is kind of where Rory's bad taste in dudes start to like fester, and she takes a lot of these like toxic traits into the relationship she has now with Dean. Like having those petty back and forths is a good sign of a romantic partner. Basically, all roads lead to Tristan. This is all his fault.
Like he tries to be like Mr. Smooth Guy too much. I'm not gonna lie, watching it was very disturbing. You are not that guy, brother. That's the type of guy to get stuffed in a locker. Like, so there's him, right? You know, season 1, like she's getting, I just don't like, one thing about season 1, it was like, they really set us up for this like tug and pull type of thing with how Rory's feeling, and how like, when you're that young, you feel so many things, and that you may pick things in certain moments because it may like make you feel something, or make you're like enticed by it a tiny bit, you know. But more like, bottom line, like, did she cheat? Yeah, she cheated, yeah. Bottom line is Rory ends up cheating. Like she smooches the guy Sheraton while her and Dean were on this like little break, smooched his ass. It was crazy. Like at some party, like I was like, yo, like Rory, man, like I thought you hated this guy, because you know in the show they try to like play that whole like witty banter back and forth throughout class. First of all, if I was in that class, bro, that would make everybody feel uncomfortable. I don't know what it is, but they make it seem like all the other kids just don't exist, which is hilarious to me. Because it's like, if I was in a class like that and they were saying those type of stuff, him calling her Mary, then them doing like this whole like weird witty, like I know you want me type thing, it was like, bro, that would have been addressed ASAP. Yeah, nah, she ended up cheating. The other dude lips him. Dean had his own faults though, I'm not gonna lie. Like at this point, I'm probably gonna get into like character breakdown. So if I were to break the characters down, right? Dean, for example, bro, his type of character, you can tell he leans right. Let's be real, he leans right. That's here nor there, you know what I'm saying? But he also too, you can tell he just doesn't really have the ambition, like as a character, like and granted, there's nothing wrong with this, but it's just like when we're talking in the perspective of a girl like Rory, like she wants to go to Harvard, she wants to go to Yale, she obviously knows what she wants to do, right? And it's kind of funny too, you're seeing Rory purposefully attach herself to things that you can tell she kind of has that wounded, like she likes a wounded bird kind of aspect, you know what I mean? Like she likes the fact that he doesn't have it all together. She likes the fact that he's spontaneous, and she definitely likes that aspect to him. Because Dean, I'm gonna be real, he does not know what he wants to do. Like he doesn't have any real hobbies, or he has hobbies, but he doesn't have any true passions about what he wants to do, which is fine, obviously. But again, when we're talking about in the perspective of Rory, she's got it all planned out. You know what I mean? Like, not to say that one is worse and one's better. It's just you can see the conflict in their relationship and how that would kind of, you know what I mean, kind of slowly tear them away from each other. Because Rory has all these aspects to her. She has to like achieve and strive for those things. Like for instance, when they started doing this whole like, she had to do volunteer work to like boost her extra credit, because apparently that's like a big thing when she's applying to these Harvard student applications. They look for stuff like that. They look for stuff like volunteers and stuff like that. So it's taking up a lot of her time, her volunteering and trying to like climb the ranks. And that doesn't go well with Dean. That was like the craziest fight they had. Like, was her volunteering next to like him saying I love you, which was wrong place, wrong time. You could maybe define it like that, but I mean, I could also see it being the right time. Like, you know what I mean? He just bought her the car. They just had that whole dinner. I don't know. Depends on how you see it, to be honest. But yeah, like that they had that big split just because their passions didn't align really. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. Let's go to the mom, Lorelai Gilmore. Man, bro, I don't even know where to start, bro. Lorelai Gilmore. I think I wrote some stuff down. One of the things I have is that I thought her parenting style was, in my opinion, her parenting style is very interesting. Kind of weird to me. Like, I get it, it's your daughter, you know, you guys are very close, that's your best friend, but it's not your bestie. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I know some people are probably seeing the show and it's just like, oh, I'd love a relationship like that with my daughter. Would you? I don't know, man. Like, sure, the relationships, they have a pretty decent relationship for a mother-daughter, but I don't know, man. Like,
cause it's like, you know, it's one thing if Lorelai knew how to balance between being a mom and actually being like a friend to her daughter, but she doesn't. Like, she'd rather be besties with Rory than like actually be her mother.
I get it, you're a parent, you have your own life, stuff like that, but it's just like her professor though. Like, nah, you could have went somewhere, you could have went anywhere else. Her professor though, come on, man. I don't know. You could take that how you want it. Some people probably think she is well in her right, obviously. But let's be real. You dating your daughter's teacher, that's a weird scenario. How you slice the cake doesn't matter. It's still weird. No matter how you slice the cake. I'm gonna just be real. Another thing too about Lorelai, it's like, again, maybe it's just me, she's not funny, like at all. Like, bro, not every moment needs to be a joke. Not every, and I get it, you can't sit with your own emotions, I get that. But to like force your terrible comedy on the rest of us, it's kind of selfish. Considering she ruined so many moments by doing it. And like everyone's telling her, yo, stop doing this. Stop making these jokes in bad moments. She can't help herself. She can't help herself. Imagine working with someone like this. And like, cause she's obviously high up in the ranks in the office, so she could talk to people however she wants, realistically. But imagine working with this on the sideline. Like you're a line cook, something. I'd end it all, bro. I can't do it. Do people actually find her funny? Like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, do people find Lorelai Gilmore like hilarious? Like, is she like? Cause you know how people will be like, Chandler from Friends, hilarious. Like, people put him up there. Like, do people do the same with Lorelai Gilmore? I'm gonna be real. Nah, man, she's not that funny. Another thing too, she's like super selfish in her conversations with people. I just noticed it. If you go back and watch season 1, maybe she changes. That's the thing about these videos. You'll see, I'm starting from season 1 and I'm going ding, 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 ding. So you'll see, maybe they change. They have perspective, they change. But for right now, bro, she's selfish as fuck. Everything that comes out of her mouth is me, 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 me. She'll revert a whole conversation. About someone. And and it has to be about her. Every time she has a conversation with her own daughter's trying to reason with her on a one-to-one. How can I make this about me? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. That's a little something I noticed, but maybe that's just me. Another thing too, plays way too many games, right? And this is referring to the guy in the restaurant who owns the restaurant. I forgot what his name is. She plays way too many games. She plays way too many games with that guy. Yo, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Like, either get with him or just don't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stop going around this weird little circle. I'm gonna be real. If you look at a relationship like that and you're like, oh, I want it, I think you need to like take some steps back and like reevaluate some stuff. Genuinely, like no funny. Like, nah, I'm gonna hold my hand. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Like, you know, you might have to. You know what I'm saying? Do some internal work. But yeah, plays too many games with him. Plays too many games with the teacher. Leave him alone. You just wanted dick. Be real. You just wanted tool. You just wanted tool from that guy. Let's be real. You don't really want to marry him. I guess we'll see in season 2. But you don't really want to marry that guy. Come on. But yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all I have for now for Lorelai Gilmore. So I'm gonna go to Rory a little. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Rory. Some of the things I noticed, again, kind of selfish. She gets stuff from her mother, low-key. Kind of selfish. And when I say that, I mean in regards to like how she treats her friends. Cause as soon as the mandem come around, she starts moving a little different. As soon as the mandem come around, as soon as she starts getting a boy, all of a sudden now it's like I can't really chill that much. I gotta do other stuff. I gotta study. I gotta do this. I don't know. Again, maybe she changes, but I'm just saying I'm sitting right now, end of season 1. From where I'm sitting, this is what I'm seeing. Boy crazy. She is boy crazy. Boy crazy. When it comes to her friend is talking to her about the next guy that she finds super attractive, right? Her friend's going on, be like, yo, I like this guy. What should I do? What should I do? Like, I'm racking my brain. You know what this girl does? Immediately. You can tell she immediately wanted to start talking about her and Dean. You're kind of like your mother still. You got that from your mother still. The whole like shoving your friends to the side for Mon? Yeah. Like mother, like daughter. And how she treated Dean? Wow, man. Yo, Dean, I'm gonna be real. Dean is a way better man than me. Way better man than me. Bro, I would have been left. I get it. You like the girl? Bro, you offered her to make her a car. You tell her you love her and she couldn't even give you like the tiniest bit of like, not even the I like you or I appreciate that. It was something, she said something strange. Bro, I would have done it off right there. Me personally, I would have done it off right there. Personally. Really? The guy from Sheraton? Yo, maybe I'm tripping. I can't see certain things, but bro, that guy looks like a dweeb to me. He looks like he gave, and to kiss him right after both of those two got into a beef and they literally almost started fighting. To go to that guy, wow. If I was Dean, I would never speak to you again. Never speak to you again. Especially after I catch you with said man and you guys were chatting it up. What do you guys have to chat about? I thought you hated his ass. Nah, I'm gonna be real. Nah. If I was Dean and I seen that, done. Donezo. She's a decent girlfriend. She's still teetering on horrible. Because realistically, like, I mean, obviously, and she's 16, so obviously, you know, they're gonna make mistakes or whatever. But realistically, let's be real. Like, you do that, you do all that. Like, your guy comes to you and he tells you something like that. Come on. Yeah. She's terrible. She's decent. She's a terrible girlfriend. Not that good. As a girlfriend, she's alright. And then another dude I wanted to touch on was the guy who owns the restaurant. I forgot his name. I'll put it in somewhere. Yo, he's funny at times. I'll give him that. He's funny at times. He has his moments, you know. He's not like the worst type of dude. But I'm gonna be real. Yo, be real. Like, come here, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Cut the stick, buddy. Cut the stick. Not every day is woe is me. I'm dooming and glooming. This guy, Wednesday, Adam ass gloom. Bro, not every day you gotta be mad at the world, bro. I promise you, bro. If you smile more, I promise you'll do better, bro. This guy's the most negative dude I've ever seen. Bro, I've never seen someone oppose a sidewalk. What? Dooming and glooming, bro. Cheer up, buddy. You won't even put, you're telling me you won't even put a little ornament down for nothing? Why? This guy hates everything, bro. And it's kind of annoying. You know, obviously he has his moments where he does like certain things. He shows he can be like a positive person, but bro, in the grand scheme of things, like, he's just always negative, bro. And it's like, bro, like, no wonder you're fucking miserable, or you come off miserable. Bro, you're literally mad at everything. Like, I just don't understand his whole perspective on, like, on the world and like how, like, and you know, he doesn't have the best backstory, but bro, I'm not gonna lie, you can't let that rule your whole life and then you be negative the rest of your life because of it, you know? He's the type of guy, he hates to grow. He hates growth. He hates anything that has to do with growth. He hates movement in general. He's a cool dude, but bro, cheer up, bro. Cheer up, Buttercup. Trust me. And if I was a doctor, I would prescribe this guy some hobbies ASAP. ASAP. Because the way you're moving for Lorelai, brother, yo, take this from me, bro. Please, bro. Like, yo, go find you something better. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. But yeah, also too, I want to explain why I'm even watching it. So right now I'm in Rochester, New York. I'm in the Burrs right now, so it's like I got nothing to do. It's fall.
Since I'm here for 4 months, my girl, she wants to watch a show that could last us that 4 months. So she ended up choosing Gilmore Girls.
Man, oh man. Again, I don't know. I'm gonna start this one off. Ooh, what a doozy. Season 2 of Gilmore Girls. Season 2. Now, if season 1 was the metaphorical battery pack for all the characters, season 2 is like grade A uranium. Season 2 kind of felt like filler compared to the previous one. Honestly, if I had to pick a word that best describes season 2, it would probably be indecisive. Because that's what everybody is. Every single character, super indecisive. Can't make a single decision for themselves. Every single character is indecisive. Every single one. It's just like no one in this season can make up their mind. No one can make up their mind. Everybody wants this, then they want that. That's basically what I got from this whole season. All right, but I'm gonna start off from season 2. These are just some of the things I noticed. So season 1, right, ends off on this kind of whimsical moment that Lorelai has always wanted. There's a thousand, what was the flower? Right. So then there was 1,000 of those everywhere in her house. So then it's like, okay, Lorelai is finally getting her moment that she's always wanted since she was a kid. She's getting there's flowers everywhere. Her favorite type of flower is everywhere. The dude, she likes the dude. He wants to marry her. He wants to start a life with her. But you think that's good enough for Lorelai? No. Not nearly as good enough. You could have checked off all the boxes, and I promise you, I don't even think you would have got there. You could have checked off all the boxes, and it didn't matter. Did not matter. She was still gonna go back to her baby daddy. That's one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. So then, after this whole scene, right, it becomes like kind of strange. How fast her and Rory's teacher fell off was kind of bizarre, genuinely. Like, she went from telling the whole town she was gonna get married, to then it freaking her out so much that she and her daughter, she had to take her daughter and ditch town, skip out of town. She literally skipped out of town for like I forgot how much time they said it was in the show, but it looked like a week or two. They just up and dipped because she was that afraid of commitment. She skipped out of town, brought her daughter with her just to distract her from all of it. And yeah, they came back. She was not feeling it no more. She was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to commit my life to someone who actually likes me. Nah. Granted, Max is not the best partner. The fact that you asked this woman to marry you after you guys just had a fight, I mean, bro, like, let's be real. You're playing with fire. You're literally playing with fire. So it's kind of hard for me to feel bad for him, to be honest. That doesn't like take away from the fact that it was still kind of weirdly rushed. But hey, do with that what you will, I guess. Now, so after Laura like goes through this whole proposal situation, her getting married, May not getting married, and then she ends up not going through with it. At the same time, it's like Luke's sister has a son, right? Jess. I don't remember if I said it in the other one. So Jess, new kid comes to town. He has this whole like, no one understands me. I'm just so misunderstood. I'm misunderstood. No one understands me. I just want to read and vandalize stuff.
Oh my God, did you say vandalize stuff? I want him now.
You know what I mean? That's the type of vibe he's giving off. So, and you know, I think I said this in the other one. I don't know if I fully said my whole point, but Rory, like, new kid comes to town, right? Obviously. And it's like, Rory has a thing for lowlifes. Like, that's just how she's wired. She loves to see the good in people. So, you know, new kid comes to town. He has no ambition. He was getting in trouble in his previous school. So, you know, Rory hears this and she's thinking, oh, yo, wedding bells immediately. So the new kid comes to town and, you know, Rory, she's young, naive, and overly going. So you know what she does? She befriends him. She tries to use her witty banter to get him to let down his whole like Batman persona.
It only takes one or two conversations and now he's intrigued. He's trying to bite that and he doesn't care what she got going on prior to him.
And immediately she thinks, well, maybe he's not that bad. I mean, he's pretty nice to me. So, you know Rory, that was enough for her. So immediately her brain goes from, ooh, Dean, boop, boop, out of there. And now she's all about Jess. I'm still on the end. I just finished season 2. She's still dating Dean, but you can tell her mind is somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, like, I haven't seen season 3, but I could just tell he's not gonna be in the picture for much longer, and they're probably gonna break up soon. And she's gonna go to Jess. And then there's one thing too, and I'll put the video or the photo, the screenshot from that scene. Oh my God, when they shared that one ride in town and she didn't tell him to get off, that was all I needed to know. And then I was like, yeah. Dean's not in the picture anymore. She's clear, her mind is clearly somewhere else, and she's gonna end up doing something with that guy. I could already tell. And okay, moving on from that too, another thing that was crazy to me is the fact that from season 1, right, where she kissed my man, the dude that was beefing her boyfriend, she still has not told him. I would not wish a girlfriend like Rory on my worst enemy. She's the worst type of girlfriend ever.
She literally
is getting with the dudes her boyfriend hates. Like, just think about that. And again, another thing I have in my notes, yeah, Rory has a thing for lowlifes. She has a thing for dudes who don't really know what they want to do. I think she finds a little bit of excitement in it because her life is so structured. You know what I mean? Like, she wants to go to Harvard. She has all these things in place to where she's working towards that. And you know how they say opposites attract? I could see her liking the fact that they're so indifferent about their life. It's not even like they have a certain thing that they're passionate about. She just loves lip service. That's all it is. Cause to me, that's all her combo with a lot of the dudes she ends up liking. It's all lip service. If they can keep her mouth moving, make her hear what she wants to hear, like say enough witty jokes, Rory's in your hands. She's eating out of your hands.
Like, she cheated on him twice, and look how long it took her to do it. It didn't take her very long. Like, how long was Jess in Stars Hollow for? Genuinely. I also find it hilarious how little effort Jess actually had to put in to get her. The whole town was bad-mouthing him, and if anything, that just pushed Rory closer to him. Absolute masterclass, Jess. Rory is easy.
Another thing, when Rory went on that date with Jess, that was a choice. She was not tied down. Like, I'm not hearing none of that. She was tied down, and like, she was forced to go on the date. No one forced her to go on that date. She could have easily said no. Her mom hates Jess, right? So it's like, I'm pretty sure she would have understood if you chose not to go on the date. She would have understood. Rory was just using that as an excuse to get closer with him. That's all it was. And then for her, the nerve of her to be like, I mean, what do you think is gonna happen? Really? Like, you can't be that dumb, bro. Like, the thing that I hate about Rory is the fact that she knows in her mind, right, that she wants to do something. Everyone clocks that she wants to do something. But then when she gets called out on it, I'm gonna sit in my corner and like, what are you doing, bro? Like, why are you getting mad at it? Cause like that scene where she was talking to her mom and they confronted her at dinner, it's like, why are you so mad? You would not be this mad if you didn't like the dude. You know what I mean? And it's like, you like the dude, you not admitting that you like the dude, and then people calling you out for it, it's like so bizarre to me. I don't know. Like, why are you getting mad? Cause everyone clocked you? Everyone clocked what you were doing? You were trying to play both sides? You're trying to have your cake and eat it too. It is weird to me. To me, it was just weird. Like, your mom, she knows you better than anyone. And it's like, you trying to lie to her and try to like push down your feelings for what? And then the nerve, when her back is against the wall, what does she do? Slut shame her own mother. That's hilarious to me. Like, that's hilarious to me. But hey, like mother, like daughter. Like, I'm so confused. You try to make it seem like you're not like her, but you're exactly like her. And then when she was on that date, right? Like, leaving Dean's bracelet, that was another choice. So right now we're at two choices. It's more than that, but from where I'm watching in season 2, that's 2 choices. And it's like at a certain point, you start to look at someone like Dean and you're like, bro, like, have some goddamn self-respect, bro. Have some self-respect. She's playing in your face and you're allowing it. Could never be me, bro. She's literally doing all this in your face and you're still with her. Why? Bro, like, no glaze. Dean could have pulled any girl in that school, but he somehow is stuck on Rory because she's witty.
And it's like I always tell you guys, never trust a brunette with blue eyes. Just don't do it, guys. I'm begging you, please.
And it's just like, bro, like, I feel at a certain point you kind of feel bad for Dean because he's not getting any type of validation that he needs. He's not getting any type, like, she's actively making excuses not to see him. And it's like, bro, I don't even, but then again, on the other side, it's like, you can feel bad for him, but I wouldn't feel too bad for him because at a certain point, it's like, bro, stand up for yourself. There's no way this girl is out here making you look like a fool. She's playing in your face and you're allowing it. Why? Because she's your first girl? I don't know, man. The whole show would have made more sense is if both of them were doing a little bit of shady stuff. Like, her just doing shady stuff, to me, seems so out of character. You know what I mean? Because, like, why is she lashing out, but he isn't? Can someone explain that to me? Again, I'm new to the show, so it's like, you guys have to bear with me. I don't know all the context yet. And then when she gets home, when she gets home from being away from the community for that long, who do you think is the first person she calls? Her boyfriend? No. Her grandparents? No. Her friends? No. She calls Jess. The worst part is, it's like, it'd be one thing if I could see why their conversations lead this way and are spicy. Bro, like, all you guys do is read books. Like, the first person you call when you get home is him? When I seen that scene, I was like, yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over. I already knew it was over, but it was just like, to me, now I'm in the point where it's just like, all right, like, this is blatant cheating. And it's like, why are you even with Dean? Why are you with him? It makes no sense. If you don't even want to pick up the phone and call him, to be the first person he calls, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, are you using him as filler? Are you like what is it? Like, why are you still with Dean if your mind is clearly somewhere else? That's another reason why I hate it. It's like, bro, your parent, like, everyone has called you out for this, right? But then it's like, no, I don't like him. He's just nice to me. And you guys are mean. You guys are mean. You guys don't understand him like I do. He's nice to me. Like, that's how she sounds to me. Like, and then it's like when everybody's telling him like, oh, why do you like him? Why do you like him? She's like, I don't like him. I don't like him. He's the first person you call when you get home. I don't know. The lying to me is just kind of weird as fuck. Kind of jumps on the mom, and which I understand. I get that, but I don't care. I don't like Rory at all. Like, she's just, am I tripping? Don't even get me started on her mother though. Her mother is just as delusional as her. Okay, Gilmore drama aside, Lane needs to jump her mother. Yo, she needs to beat her ass, bro. The fact that a mother could dim her own daughter's light like that is so sad. So sad. Like, bro, your own daughter has ambitions and goals, and you're just dimming her light. Like, I could never imagine doing that to someone I brought into this world. To me, that just seems scummy. Your daughter has ambitions, she wants to do stuff. She's afraid to even branch out and try drums. She won't even try drums in front of you. Like, that's bad, bro. She won't even play an instrument. Damn, bro, I feel bad for Lane. Like, I wish Lane would take a page out of Lorelai's book and run away, bro. Sad. I feel, granted, you know, like, Lane has some weird aspects to her. Like, the fact that she kind of only likes a dude when he's forbidden fruit is kind of strange. Very strange. Very strange. If we were comparing the people I hate the most, it'd probably be her mother. Lane's mother's probably number one. Probably. Most likely number one. Okay, so right around here, I started to get to that later episodes. Around 21st to 22nd the two last episodes. So, for the two last episodes, right? Here's what I have in my notes. Rory is so easy. It seems like facts to me. I'm not gonna lie. You saw the dude for 2 seconds and already put it on him. Wow. Yo, Rory is overly going. Overly going. You see the guy for 2 minutes and now your boyfriend was at that party. Your boyfriend was at that party. You didn't care. You jumped right on Jess. He showed his face for 2 seconds. And that was enough for you. Rory's easy, bro. Like a Sunday morning. Like a Sunday morning. Is this character development? What did Jess do that made you think, oh, he's a way better boyfriend than Dean? Because he named a couple writers, he named a couple books, and he named a couple inside jokes. Like, what has he done for her? Like, genuinely. Dean built her a car from scratch. And I'm not saying Dean is the perfect boyfriend. He's not. He's clingy. He has, you know, some kind of, like, I don't even think they necessarily align politically, for real. Like, I don't think they fully align politically. I do think they align on some certain things, but I don't think they fully align. But again, do I think Jess does? No. Like, Jess is a loser. Like, no offense, he's a loser. Like, and then again, in those last episodes, Rory opens a binder, right? Full of notes from Dean. Full of letters from Dean. There's like 5 letters in there from Dean. You know who she was writing a letter to? Jess. I just don't understand. Like, bro, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Like, I just don't understand. You're gonna do all of this. You're gonna do all of this and then still tell your mother, I kind of still want Dean. And then the thing is, when your mother calls you out, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I know Dean's nice, but. That's another thing that I find is so super cringe. The whole like, oh, he's so nice, but the bad boy. It's like, and you know what sums her up best was when she was having a conversation with Paris and she said, it's exciting to not know what someone you're in a relationship is gonna do next. She said that's exciting. When I heard that, I was like, all right, that tells me everything I need to know. Everything I need to know. She's gonna end up like her mother at this point. She's gonna end exactly like her mother. Like, what do you mean it's exciting to not know what someone else is gonna do? What? Yo, she's nuts. Dean needs to break up with her, bro. Like, that one scene where it looked like he was gonna break up with her, that's where I was like, yo, Dean, like, he has no spine. He has no spine. He himself, too, is afraid to be alone. Cause, bro, as soon as I found out she got into a car crash with this dude, immediate, done. She would've been cut off immediately. When she comes back to the community, right? Like, later on, in like those last 2 episodes of season 2, you can tell her mind is like Dean's in the background and then Jess is in the forefront. You know what I mean? Like, you could just tell her mind is nowhere on Dean at all. It's kind of like when he shows up, it's like Lane showing up. Like, hey, I haven't seen you in so long. How you doing, bro? Like, that's how it feels. And yeah, so that's all pretty much I have in my notes so far for season 2. Season 2 was a doozy, man. It ended off on some crazy shit. Lorelai was trying to get a little fling going with her baby daddy, and he ended up getting the next woman pregnant. Tough. And you know, like, sure, that's crazy, sad, or whatever. She doesn't get her happy ending, whatever. But it's like, I don't even get what these people want. Like, none of them make decisions that are like good for them at all, ever. Like, and it's like they always want the perfect ending. That's another reason why this show is so hard to watch. It's like, bro, life isn't perfect. And the fact that all of them are searching for like this perfect antidote, it's like, bro, like, none of you guys are gonna get it, bro. Like, you guys are, like, everyone here is gonna have to settle for something. And I feel like that frightens them for some reason. And another thing I wanna say, Lorelai, bro, stop fucking with Luke, please, bro. I'm tired of seeing this, bro. Like, leave that guy alone. Clearly likes her. And then it's like, I know she's gonna play the long game with him. She's gonna play the long game. She's gonna go, She's gonna flip-flop between, you know, baby daddy, some next dude, and then probably, like, you know, someone on the back end. And it's just like Luke's just standing there. And again, I don't think Luke's the best dude either. He's a grump. He's a fucking grump. But it's like, again, like, why flirt with him, do all this? If you're just, again, if at the end you're just going to allow it and just be like, oh, we're friends. It's like mother, like daughter. They love to string a dude on just to do him dirty in the end, man. Yeah, but so I'm on season 2. Just finished season 2, going in season 3. Let's see if Rory could actually commit to something besides just Harvard, and we'll see if Lorelai commits to something besides just her shitty jokes. Later, guys.